This little lamb was so lazy that he didn't like walking at all. One day, while climbing a hill, he suddenly jumped onto his mother's back. But his mother didn't want to spoil him, so she immediately threw him down. The lamb got angry. In frustration, he picked up a stone and threw it at his mother. The mother warned him through gestures not to be naughty, but the lamb wasn't going to listen. He sat on the ground and started throwing a tantrum. Helpless, the mother began dragging him forward. They had only gone a short distance when the lamb started acting up again. He placed his foot on a big rock and pulled back hard. Suddenly, the rope snapped with a strong jerk. The lamb began falling toward a cliff, but luckily a big rock stopped him. The mother shouted, telling him not to move, but the lamb still didn't listen and kept stomping his feet. And then, that rock also broke, and the lamb started sliding downward. Below, in a big house, a giant was peacefully drinking tea. Suddenly, the lamb crashed through the window and fell inside. He ruined all the giant's fun and broke his precious utensils. Seeing this, the giant turned red with anger. He grabbed the lamb and decided to roast him for dinner. Meanwhile, the mother sensed that her child was in danger. She immediately jumped down the hill but slipped on the way and fainted. The giant began preparing to cook the lamb and put him into a pot, but the lamb wasn't going to give up. He lifted the lid and started running. The giant caught him again and threw him into the oven. To escape, the lamb tried climbing up through the smoke pipe, but being too fat, he got stuck in the middle. As he struggled hard, the entire pipe broke and fell down, and the lamb landed right in front of the giant again. Now the giant grew even angrier. He was just about to cut the lamb, when suddenly pieces of wood started falling from the ceiling. The giant got scared that his precious utensils might break, so he ran to save them. The lamb realized that the giant loved his utensils the most, so what did he do? He climbed onto a shelf and started knocking down all the utensils. The sound of breaking dishes echoed throughout the house. The giant was very strong, but he couldn't catch the lamb because of his agility. The lamb kept jumping around, and in the end, he broke all the utensils. Seeing the shattered pieces of his beloved utensils scattered everywhere, the giant became very sad. At that moment, the lamb realized he had made a mistake. He quietly went and started putting the broken pieces back together. After a lot of effort, he somehow managed to make a tea set. When the giant saw this, his heart melted. He thought, what's lost cannot be brought back, but we should value what we still have. Then the two of them sat together and drank tea. Just then, the door opened and the lamb's mother came in. The lamb happily ran to her. The mother told him to go ahead, and she stayed behind. Seeing the lamb leave, the giant felt a little sad, but then he saw that the lamb was inviting him to come along as well. Seeing this, the giant became happy and lifted the lamb onto his shoulder. At that very moment, the entire house behind them collapsed. It turned out that because of the lamb's mischief, the house had already become weak, and that was the reason the giant's life was saved. Now, the giant had no home left, so the lamb's mother took him along with them. Although the giant had lost his beloved utensils, in return, he had found a true friendship.